Welcome to the Luxe Leap, where bold women turn ambition into action. I'm your host, Reland Logan, and together we'll explore the big moves, smart strategies, and extraordinary branding behind unstoppable businesses. So I have a question. What if your marketing strategy didn't just sell, but told a story that felt like you? Hope Mikal is the CEO and founder of Unicorn Marketing Co., a branding and marketing studio for creative entrepreneurs and values-driven businesses across Canada. With over 14 years of experience in marketing, content strategy, and community building, including work with global brands like TED Talks, Hope is known for blending strategy with heart, empathy, and intention. Based in North Vancouver, just right up the street from me, on the traditional territory of the Coast Salish peoples, Hope leads with deep respect for storytelling and alignment. Through her work in brand strategy, website design, and soulful campaigns, she helps women-led businesses and nonprofits build brands that feel as good as they perform. She's also the host of the Magic Hour podcast, where real conversations meet thoughtful marketing, big feelings, and behind-the-scene insights into what it really takes to build a business with purpose. She's spoken on stages across British Columbia and Ontario, leading workshops on empathetic marketing, founder-led storytelling, and sustainable brand building. Please welcome the magic maker behind intentional brands and meaningful growth, Hope Mikal. Hi, Hope.
Hey, thanks so much for having me.
Of course. I'm so excited. I know we met because of a friend of a friend of a friend. And I was just hanging out with her.
Oh,
Fun
good.
fact. So it feels good to just bump over and hang out with you. But
Yay.
as awesome as knowing everybody is, and we could probably go on a rabbit hole of that journey, let's give anybody who is listening just a quick background on what inspired you to start this brand.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Well, I have a background in marketing and events and community building, like you so kindly shared. And during COVID, it was at the peak of COVID in that 2020. I was working a corporate 9 to 5 job, and I was just not having fun anymore. I was very burnt out. I was marketing large scale global academic conferences and scientific conferences. And it just wasn't as fun anymore. And so I went back to my roots and I started freelancing. And I thought, I'll just do something fun on the side. I'll just work a couple hours here and there. And so I really fell unintentionally into entrepreneurship, and I didn't really expect that to happen. And then fast forward 5 years later, here I am, and I have a full agency, and it's really quite a wild ride.
So being a marketer in 2020, I too was in marketing in 2020. It was, and honestly, like 2 years after that, it was a lot.
It was a lot. Yeah.
So much was expected of us, but then also we were always being blamed for things, and like we could control a global pandemic. And I don't even remember who I was talking to the other day. I was on the podcast interview, so if somebody listens to this frequently, you're going to know exactly what I mean. I hate the word pivot now because of that time.
Yeah, pivot is a word. It's a trigger word for sure.
Yes, because it was always about, like, you'd go into these marketing meetings and they're like, okay, how are we going to pivot? You're like, I just need toilet paper, damn it.
Yeah, it definitely was a space where there was so much output and there was such a need for more. We need to be online more, and everyone else is online because we're at home doing nothing, being online, and we didn't need it. There's just too much.
It was a time of too much, and not in a good way. So it was definitely a feeling. So I resonate with that. I remember it vividly.
Yeah.
And it was also the start of my agency, so I get it.
Congrats. Very fun. We're twinning.
Oh man, what a time to be alive. It's definitely something we know will make it history books, and it's definitely something kids are going to ask us about when we're like grandmas in the nursing home.
I suppose so, hey? Yeah.
Actually, one of the things we were talking about earlier today is somehow nursing homes came up. That's why it just came out of my mouth. But we were talking about, we're like, no, we're all going to be like those little old ladies in Florida who are like in the villages, like raising havoc. And a different friend of mine was like, Ray, I can see you just like being in control of the entire thing. And I was like, probably.
Are you going to be a mayor of some town somewhere?
Probably. Most likely. It's going to be amazing when it happens. And my son's going to be oh so embarrassed. Um, Bringing back up our least favorite P word.
Mm.
What pivotal moment in your brand's journey really defined where you are today? Was it like sitting in one of those conferences being like, get me the hell out, I cannot do another Zoom room? Was it just the stress of having to pivot, or was it something personal? What was that moment where you're like, I'm done?
Ooh. Well, yeah, there was a moment of like, I need to be away from this. But I think the pivotal moment in my brand's journey was much later on when I was a few years into my business. And I was just working with anybody, as you do, and you need to make bills and all the things. And I found that not all the projects I was working on were really lighting me up. And so it took me a moment to step back and to rethink that and like ask myself again, is this really for me? Like, do I need to do this? Is entrepreneurship the journey I should be on? And giving myself that permission that it's like a continuous journey to continue to come back to your values, find what works for you, and be okay with that. It's definitely ongoing. And it also is about my own personal, like, mental wellness journey and how I'm growing and defining myself as an entrepreneur. I think I'm growing and changing all the time, working on my own healing journey. We've talked before about how we both have endometriosis and we're
The word
struggling in that. Yeah, there's a lot. So the more present that I allow myself to be and how, like, I know it sounds so cheesy, but like how grateful I'm allowing myself to be present with everything, it really helps me feel like I have the power to be seen.
yes.
And as a person who's like, my superpower is allowing people to be seen and like helping them find their way in marketing and branding and all the things. I found that like I was terrified of being seen.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's an ongoing journey that I'm working on. I mean, I have a podcast and I'm on social media all the time. So I'm still putting my face out there and we just have to do it, right?
You
But that
do.
was definitely a pivotal moment.
Let's back into feeling seen. I had a very similar fear. Like
Mm,
it was so debilitating on being seen.
terrifying.
And
Yeah.
I don't think people talk about it enough. Like
Mm,
we're very public. We do have a choice, but we made the choice to be business owners, and by making that choice, we made the choice to be public. I mean, we need visibility to get clients. Let's be
right.
transparent here.
Building a personal brand is everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is everything. And
Mhm.
so um but I would shut down when I would start getting too visible. I don't know if you did the same
Yes.
thing. I would like hit a point and I would like drop to my comfort zone
Yeah.
because I didn't want to be judged for my appearance and I wanted to be seen for how intelligent I was. But people weren't seeing how intelligent I was because I was hiding because I was afraid
Mhm.
everybody would feel some type of way about the way I look. So when you said that, I was like, "Oh, yeah, that was a huge fear. Now I don't care. Now I go live on YouTube and I'm like, yeah, screw it. If I mess
Yeah.
up, we'll be fine."
Yeah, who cares if my hair's in a bun today? Whatever if I didn't shower. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be I told Natasha, our friend,
Mhm.
I told her I started buying branded colored pajamas because I will
I
just take
love
them everywhere.
that. That's the next move. Here I am with like branded sweaters. I need branded pajamas.
Do it. Do it. Target had this really comfy, like dark green set, and I was
Ooh,
like, it's soft, it's
really?
comfy. No one's gonna know as long as I put a bra on. Like, done.
I
Say
love
less.
that. Yo.
I need to be comfortable. Uh,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, I love it. But moving from being seen, and you think about like those pieces, being seen and then having endometriosis when you need to go hide is a completely different ball game. And it's actually not something we have truly talked about on this show, but it is
Mm,
something that many women face. And I could go on a whole tangent about why we need to do better on women's medicine and health.
of
And
course. Yes.
I'm sure you heard a lot when you were younger, like it was all in your head.
Mhm.
It's not all in our head. It's actually a very
Mhm.
painful experience. And if we're not on
Mhm.
top of it, like weird things happen. Um,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a
and
constant chronic issue that needs consistent healthcare, which we all don't always have access to or awareness of, which is also shocking. Yeah.
it's not just like bad cramps. Like it takes over. I now have a bunch of allergies because of it, because it kicks
Mm.
autoimmune diseases. So like I'm allergic to
Yeah.
shellfish and tree nuts. I used to
Mhm.
eat shrimp all the time, and I have like fond memories of eating tree nuts during the holidays.
Yeah.
Um, and so, being an entrepreneur, being able to have control over our calendars, knowing that we have this that can hit at any time, not just like when our cycle comes, but like it can hit like 2 weeks earlier and you could just be like, why are you taking me out right now?
Mhm.
Um, how has now having control over your schedule better helped you heal to a certain degree? Because
Mm.
we'll never truly be healed from it,
Yes.
honestly,
Yeah.
but like, how has it given you the ability to control your time?
Such a great question. And I did not know for such a long time that controlling my time was part of healing. I had no idea. But being an entrepreneur has helped me create space to be present, to give time when I can't be online and I need to go hide and lie on the bathroom floor for a
Yep.
while. I just have to be okay with that. And I'm super grateful that I have that space to do so. Of course, it comes with many cons and many other fears and awarenesses of owning a business, but has definitely been a huge game changer.
Yeah, it is. I can't tell you how good it feels to just take a nap in the middle of the day sometimes.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And I think working to your capacity, if you need to have a nap in the middle of the day, or maybe if you have a spurt of work in the late evening or something, that's okay. And I love that. I love not having to work on someone else's schedule.
It's the best thing. I swear I do the best work at like midnight. So
Mm.
it
Mhm.
it makes total sense. And when you said lay on the bathroom floor, I was like, oh yeah, it's like the coldest place and the best place when you're in that level of pain.
Yeah, it can be life
Might have
changing.
grossed some people out, but like let us tell you, you live there.
Yeah, you just cleaned it really good.
Yes,
Yeah,
at least all of you now know that you can eat at our houses because our bathrooms are immaculate because we're going to be laying on the floor.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's just the way that this goes.
Yeah.
It's not fun, everyone,
No.
but
No.
we're clearly surviving and we're clearly thriving because look at how awesome the two of us are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're so
Yeah.
welcome. All right. So, like moving forward, when we look into the future,
Mhm.
what are your long-term goals for expanding your brand's impact? You're at about 5 years now, friend. What's next? What does the next five have?
Yeah, it's a great question. I don't know, and I'm here for all of it. I think I'm putting one foot in front of the other at this point, and I'm really excited to continue my podcast, Magic Hour. It's been a really fun outlet to deepen my connection and meet other female founders, much like you're doing here on the Luxe Leap. Building my community online and in person has been really amazing, and I have been finding a lot of joy in that. So, continuing to keep up with this, I'm part of a lot of groups like the Forum, which is a big space here in Canada, Monday Girl, which is all over the world. Have you heard of this one?
I have not. I'm actually like trying hard not to find a notebook right this second.
I'll
Keep
send it to
going.
you later.
Okay.
Yeah. And also being a mentor and a mentee. I am a mentor with the Worth Association, which is
Nice.
um, for women in recreation, tourism, and hospitality, coming from my background. And so I'm working with a really lovely mentee who's in paid marketing. And I'm finding a lot of joy in like giving back and just hanging out, having good chats. And then on the reverse side is being a mentee myself and having a mentor to go to and be like, "Ugh, today really sucks. I just need help. Can you walk me through this next thing or talk me through this?" It's been a really great way to like grow and expand myself.
I love that your like growth and impact is about connecting with others and like
Yeah.
having that space. And all of you, her podcast will be in the show notes, so please
Thank
go
you.
listen to it. If you haven't hit subscribe to mine, maybe do that right this second, and then turn around and when this episode is over and go subscribe to hers. That's what we're here to do. it's a secret, not so secret, that I bring all of my podcast guests together and we have like
Yeah.
these epic quarterly parties. But that's what this is about. It's not just like two ladies
Mhm.
talking, it's about connecting. And
Yeah.
I'm waiting for somebody to actually connect with me on LinkedIn and tell me that that's where they found me. So
Oh, yeah, and also, like, don't just drop into my DMs with some generic message, please.
we're real people and
Yeah,
we like talking to people. So maybe, just maybe say hi.
that
I
would
don't
be
know.
great.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's incredible because, a lot of people are like, I'm going to do this campaign and I'm going to do this. And you're like, no, I'm just going to keep talking to people.
Yeah,
And
I'm a yapper. I'm gonna keep doing that, I think.
oh my goodness, that is incredible. I can't wait to see what comes out of it because we got two yappers here. And when there's a will, there's a way. You guys just
Yeah,
wait.
I'll keep you posted, TBD.
Oh my goodness. Um, well, looking beyond the impact and I kind of getting to the nuts and bolts, with all this collaboration, are you going to be making any shifts to your marketing strategy to adapt to that level of brand growth? Are there things you're
Mm.
automating, like, or hiring, all the things? Like, how's that marketing strategy going to shift?
Yeah, I already have lots of SOPs and systems in place, and I have a CRM. I love all that stuff. So that's already like the baseline and done. Where I want to grow and adapt my marketing strategy for my own agency is leaning more into video content. I've been dabbling, as we all do, with Reels, and I have video content for my podcast. But I really want to go deeper and create more fun Reels, have a lot more like editing and all those different aspects to it. And I think podcasting is obviously not going away, it's here to stay. And so having that fun with longer form storytelling, I think is going to be really key, and just leaning into that more and more. And yeah. And I think social media is changing. We know that. We all
It
have
is
seen
in a
it.
big way. I've complained about it all day today.
It's not so much of like, oh, make sure you post 3 times a week at the same time. I think people are creating and want to see quality content, which looks like really good video content. And whether we like it or not, we have to adapt and get into that way more.
We do have to adapt. I was actually one of the episodes that will be around yours,
Mm,
because sometimes I switch up the order, y'all. So I am
fun.
always ahead of the game. That is just my MO. But I was interviewing Sarah Berry. For anybody who's listening needs to go find it. She's actually a video confidence coach. And so we spent a lot of time talking about how
Oh.
and why you should be on video, as far
Mhm.
as strategy, tactics, what that looks like. And honestly, just getting over yourself enough to turn on the camera. And that's a part of my growth strategy too. I'm not leaning so heavily in Reels and TikTok as much as, like, I'm one of those people who focuses on one frontier at a time.
Mhm.
Got a decent following on LinkedIn. I once mastered Instagram and like started a new Instagram, if anybody's ever curious as to why I have to. But I feel really confident in where LinkedIn is sitting. And so I'm starting to shift to YouTube. I am
Mm.
a really good editor. Um, and I
Yeah, you're
don't know.
great.
Yeah, I'm a really good editor. I hate doing it. Like, I actually
That's
like
fair.
hate it. So, with all the fancy tech on my computer, I still to this day will be like, oh, I have to edit that. Boo. Like, I just don't want to. And
Mhm.
so I actually downloaded, and this is definitely, they do not pay me to say this, everybody. So I
Your
downloaded
secret.
Ecamm. Yeah, like I might as well just give it away for free. Like, it's going to save somebody time. But I downloaded Ecamm finally. And I was like messing around with it, and I was like creating these scenes so I could share my iPad. I could talk, like, then go straight back to me and like do all these things. It took me maybe a
Cool.
total of 10 minutes, and they're permanently set in there. And I went live on YouTube, and it looked like it was edited the whole time, and I didn't have to go back and edit.
Ooh, amazing. I'm gonna go check it out after.
You should. It's like incredible. Or one day we can hop on a Zoom call and I can show you how I did it.
Fun, thanks.
It is really, I agree with you. I think video is going to be what sets us all apart.
Quality video content that
Yeah.
is telling a story. It's not just like the educate, inspire, inform kind of content pillars anymore. It's creating a universe
It
Yeah.
is. And then like taking that audio and building a book out of it. It's
Mhm.
You guys, this world's moving really fast because of AI, but you have to figure out how like it's human, which will be video. That's how like
Yes,
you
of
can see my
course. Yeah.
fingers moving. Um, and then moving into like using AI to amplify the process
Mhm.
and then going back and still making human connection. Well, we made it full circle, didn't we?
We really did. Right around.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. So I love that that's on the forefront for you and like where it's going next, because let's be real, as someone who owns a brand agency, as somebody like yourself who owns a brand and marketing agency, if we are not at the forefront of these, we can't help our clients be better.
Yeah, absolutely. Have to keep adapting and growing all the time.
All the time. I love that you do marketing. I actually can't stand doing it. Wow, this is like a podcast of all the things Reland hates. Sorry, y'all.
Welcome.
I love making the strategy for it. Like I love just like the pie in the sky. Where are we taking this? And like getting the foundation that trickles down and I
Mhm.
see it happen in like marketing channels. But
Cool.
you actually run marketing for folks and like work through the deeper strategy that comes from marketing. And the reason I bring this up is lots of times people do not realize that they are two separate things.
They are. Yeah. You can have strategy, but then there's also the integration and the build out and the data and the analytics to back all of the reason up. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you, I mean, clearly you do it because you just said all of that. So that was its own proof of the pudding. But like, how does that help you further make it impactful for your clients? Because mine are done in like 2 to 3 business days and I have to move them to someone like you. What does that look like to make those things happen?
Yeah. My client relationships are usually a little bit longer or on a project or campaign basis. And, there's like an intro where we work on a strategy and we start building with assets and stuff, depending on if it's a campaign or a website. We do all of the work in between, the versions, the editing, the cutting, the storytelling, the copywriting, the SEO. But there's also the integration of like reporting tools and using Google Analytics and Google Search Console and Tag Manager, creating reports that are automated and constantly coming back and giving information. Whether or not I'm there to see it, like maybe I hand it off to the client after and they're using it with their own internal team. It's really about like setting people up with these foundations for their campaigns moving forward.
Oh my goodness, I love it. And thank you for like helping further dissect why those two things, they're not the same. But we are
Mm.
so closely, we live so close together.
Yeah,
They're like sisters.
absolutely.
They're like sisters in the same house.
Yeah, yeah.
You need an oldest and then you need a middle and then you need a baby. But I don't know what that person is quite in this analogy, so we're gonna just skip that part. Um, so I love rounding these conversations with fun questions that I definitely did not send you
Okay, cool.
intentionally.
Tell me a fun question. Okay.
But for my listeners out there who know we do this all the time, it wouldn't be the Luxe Leap unless I asked you, what does a day living a luxurious life look like for you?
Ooh, a day in a luxurious life means not working. Means being outside in nature, going on a really long hike, or maybe going to like a spa and like journaling and hanging out in a sauna. That sounds
Oh,
like
that
a
sounds lovely for
luxurious
today.
day. Hmm.
I might need to see if my massage therapist is free. All of a sudden you said that, I was like, oh, I should go see her.
I think you should.
That sounds lovely. And I don't know if your spa has this. Mine does, but there's a vitamin D room with the lights, and I will always journal in
Ooh,
there and sit on these very hot rocks.
I love that.
Um, you just brought me a lot of peace and brought me
I
back to
need
the fact
that.
that football
I
season
need to
is
go
over.
there like
Yeah.
right now.
Well, I mean, you're not that far away. It is the
Yeah,
Pacific Northwest. You can also go take that hike right out my front
I
door if you'd
will.
like.
Yes, I can.
I've got a really nice arboretum trail right outside my front
Ooh,
door.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live close to the mountains and the ocean here in North Vancouver, so I'm very lucky.
Oh, you live by the ocean, though. I love the
I
ocean.
do. Yeah.
as seen here.
I know you do. I know you do. And one day you're going to live in like the blue coral sands.
I cannot wait. I cannot
Mhm.
wait. It's going to be warm and amazing. Um,
Mhm.
well, last one, best one. In one word, what is your primary motivation in business?
Oh, that's such a big question in one word. The answer is joy. I just want to have fun and I'm looking to create joy and feel joy. And that's, I think, a guiding principle for how I move throughout life and business.
Oh, I love it. That made my heart so happy. This was
Oh.
amazing, Hope. Where can everyone meet you? How can they get in touch?
Yeah, please check out my podcast, The Magic Hour, wherever you listen to podcasts. Find me on Instagram at Hello Unicorn Marketing. You can say hi on LinkedIn. And my website is unicornmarketingco.ca.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, everyone, go check out her stuff. It'll also be linked in the show notes below. But if today's episode has you rethinking how you're showing up and you're ready for a brand that actually turns heads, I'd love to invite you to book your Bermuda brand breakthrough. It is my video deep dive audit that helps you see exactly what's working, what's not, and what needs to shift to attract your champagne clientele. You can grab your spot at graydigitalmktg.co/Bermuda-review and start turning clarity into confidence. Because let's be honest, y'all, vanilla opinions don't pop bottles. And if you want to get to the same levels as my friend Hope here or myself, you're going to have to start to become confident in that message. So you can also find me on LinkedIn. Reland Logan is a very rare name. I'm the only one. Not hard to find me, but I look forward to seeing all of you soon. And we'll end it here. We'll talk later, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.